Hello and welcome back to This is the Police. We just wrapped up day one and we're getting ready to head into the office for day two. If we take a look at our lovely newspapers here, Jack Boyd believes feud with mayor led to his resignation. I don't believe I said that, but fine. I just said he talked to me about it. Head of culture department owns villa in Italy. Well, good. What do I care? People await a fresh look from next police chief. We'll see about that. We'll just see about that. I'm going to work. And I'm going to smoke a cigar when I get there. And there's nothing that mayor's going to do about it.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts. My deputy, Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Oh, this is going to be more of a game than I thought. I thought I was just going to be like choosing what to say in certain scenes, but I'm going to be managing stuff. Okay. Yeah, show me what you got. I don't know how to play. Freeburg PD organizes upcoming work assignments into shifts for today and tomorrow. Every shift, officers respond to crimes in progress and detectives continue their investigations. You can freely move employees between shifts. All officers and detectives possess several important characteristics. Professionalism shows the overall efficiency level of your policeman. A figure around 150 is considered average. Any policeman who falls short of this mark is not entirely reliable, while those whose professionalism is considerably higher than average are a safe bet, even in a pinch. An individual's level of professionalism may rise and fall over the course of their career. Okay, that's this number, I guess, so Abrams is like way above average. Energy shows how tired your policemen are, this bar. The less energy your people have, the less reliable their work, and a policeman who's exhausted might fall asleep at the wheel or make a critical error on the job. Your employees lose 1 point of energy after each working day and restore 1 point after each day of rest. Your employees don't tell you everything. Some additional characteristics are hidden from view. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason they can think of to take the day off, while others like to drink too much. You can only guess about these things, but you should be able to draw your own conclusions based on the behavior of your employees. Wow. This is intricate. This is really kind of cool. All right, I'm interested in how this is going to go down. So 150 is average. So these people I can't really trust, especially Price. What the fuck? And I guess, what are these are my detectives? And only one of my detectives is even remotely reliable. Okay. This is my B shift. So what can I do with these people? Nothing really. I can click on them, but that doesn't do anything. So Kochi is my best on shift B. She's going to be my best officer, my go-to. And really, I've only got 3 decent officers and 1 decent detective. Everybody else is a pile of trash. Well, let's start the day. Oh, I get to send specific officers to specific locations. Good. I like this. Do I have any messages? No. Responding to calls is the bread and butter of police work. You'll need to send your officers to the crime scene before the timer expires. A mark on the map shows where the call came from. The farther away the destination is from the police station, the longer it will take your officers to travel back and forth. So the longer your people will be tied up and unavailable for upcoming work. Okay. Everyday mall. Okay. The easiest way to determine how difficult a task might be is to check how many units you're allowed to send on the call. The more units you can send, the more serious the alleged threat. Particularly risky missions give you the option of sending SWAT, but they must be accompanied by at least 1 officer. Okay? The number of slots is not the only thing to consider. Any available information, from the location of the crime scene to the presence of weapons and so on, all this can tell you how seriously each case should be taken. A mission might look simple at first glance until it turns into a brutal meat grinder. Or a serious call can come in which turns out to be a false alarm. Wow, this is so intricate. There's so many things to consider. Even the calls might not be real. They could be a false alarm. This is so cool, and I'm going to fail, and it's going to be awesome. All right. So we have a hit and run, a crime in progress. I hope that everything's paused while I'm looking at this. Hit and run at the Everyday Mall. A married couple exited a convenience store and saw a van in the parking lot back over a homeless man who'd been digging through a trash can. The driver jumped out to help, but once he saw that he'd hit a bum, he got back in the van and quickly drove away. All right? So we need officers that can go on site, collect some information, and figure out where that guy is and try to get a description. So I need at least one good officer to go down there. Purdy, I will trust you to this task. Take Shitty Price with you and try to make her better than she currently is because she sucks. All right, proceed. I don't have to send two, but I am sending two because I can't trust her to be by herself. That's for damn sure. All right, they're on the way there now.
311A in front.
What do we got here? This is a fight at the Last Picture Show Theater. A theater manager reports that during a showing of Citizen Kane, a drunk man attempted to force his way into the theater carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. When he was denied entry, he violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with the theater security guard. Okay, so there's a fight currently going on. I don't want to send too many officers. I really don't. I'm going to send one officer. You break this up. Don't get killed or something. That would suck. But you're below average, so it wouldn't suck that bad. It would just kind of suck. All right, you guys do what you do. Purdy's about to be on site with Price at the Everyday Mall here. Is that rain? I think it's raining. Yes, that is rain. Okay, we got a report on the hit and run. When everything goes well, the police capture the criminals and nobody dies. But the truth is, sometimes the criminals manage to escape. Just try to avoid any dead cops or civilians. Dead cops will hurt your roster, and dead citizens bother the mayor even more than the living ones. Understandable. Alright, so what'd you guys do? The offender escaped, officers unharmed. You know, that's fine. You really can't lose anymore. And really, what were they going to do? Like, the guy was already gone. He hit the bum and fled. I was just trying to get information. Unfortunately, Purdy got a little worse from that. So he's coming back to the office now. Hopefully Tsubaki here doesn't get hurt breaking up this fight. Offender caught. Perfect. Great job, Tsubaki. Oh, Tsubaki. You let a civilian die? To get into the Citizen Kane with a snowboard, he killed either the cashier or the security guard. How did you let that happen? You're off the case, Callahan! I had to throw it in there eventually. Alright, well, things have not gone as planned today. Oh, man. 3 teenagers armed with a shotgun robbed a videotape store and made off with their whole collection of adult movies. The criminals fled in a car, but the store manager wrote down the car's license plate. The owner is one Janet Brown, who lives in the suburbs. Alright, this is serious. There's a gun involved. Because of the seriousness of this, I am sending along my 2 best officers. Don't die, and please figure out what the fuck is going on and bring those kids in. Please.
311A in progress.
There's a fight going on as well at a law firm. A brother and sister clash with each other over their deceased father's will. According to one of their lawyers, we don't dare separate them, and our security guard is off duty tonight. This doesn't sound that serious. This sounds like something that Asano should be able to handle. It's just a couple of a brother and a sister fighting, and that's it. It's over a will. They're not going to hurt each other. Just separate them, please. Separate them and bring one in if you have to. Don't kill anybody. If you shoot somebody, I'm going to be pretty pissed. Just handcuff them and bring them in, please. That's all I'm asking. All right, Kochi and Yancey are almost on site here. Uh-oh, we got another call. An assault. Okay. A passerby saw some teenagers attack an elderly musician, then run away with his guitar and his money. It turns out that it might be fairly serious. Well, we definitely have to send somebody. Purdy, you're getting another chance here. Tsubaki's going to go, and Price, I don't know why I'm sending you 2, but go do something about that. I only have 1 officer left on site here. Oh, fuck. When your cops aren't sure how to proceed, they might contact you and ask you to handle the situation. Try to deal with whatever comes up, but don't waste all your time on this stuff. You have plenty of other problems on your plate. No kidding, that's why I have these officers. I hired them so they could take care of this. The vehicle in question is parked right outside the Brown residence. The sounds of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the living room window. So we know the kids are in there. Sneak in the house and open the window, turn on the siren and loudspeaker, and shout that the house is surrounded. That might be the best idea because we know they're armed. If I knock on the door, they can open the door and have the weapon at the ready. I'm going to have them stay away and safe and tell them the house is surrounded.
910.
Offender caught. Perfect. Awesome. Nothing bad happened. You guys did it by the book. You asked me what to do. I told you, and you took care of it. Thank you. You're great, Coachy. And Yancey, you're getting there too. Come on home. Good job. No civilians dead. Okay, and we have a report from the fight here. Offender escaped. Asano, you know, you got to do better. You got to do better. I guess it was only a brother and sister. It's probably all right that they escaped. It's not a big deal. It's nighttime now. The day is almost over here. These three are finally about to be on site. They are now on site, taking care of things. What did we get? Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Excellent. And Price got better. She's no longer a 5. She's now a 15. I'll make a good officer of her yet. Good job, Purdy. You got your stars back. Come on back to the office. You'll be going home before long, and I'll have my A officers out on the street instead of my B team. Not that I don't like you guys as my B team, but, I mean, you're kind of shit. So, end the day. I'm going to let these officers get back first. I don't know if there's a reason why I need to do that, but... Okay, they made it. I could have just hit end day. It would have been fine. If you think you'll need a couple of extra hands tomorrow, you can order any cop to come in and work overtime. But if they're working flat out, they'll be much more exhausted. Somebody's bound to make a mistake. All right. Understandable. I don't... Who's coming in tomorrow? Oh, we got some good officers. Oh, no, we got one good officer tomorrow. Average. Crap. Roy's crap. A lot of crap. All right, well, I'm okay with everybody resting. Go ahead. Enjoy your day off. I'll deal with what I got tomorrow.
Used to be when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point, every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Sand. Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
Wow. Well, that day brought a whole lot of new stuff, and I loved every bit of it. I can't wait to play more of this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave me a comment down below on what game you think I should be playing after This Is the Police. You guys have a good one.
Okay, that would be not happening in 2016. You know damn well this is the 80s when porn is an important commodity.